Meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Wednesday morning. We're going to start off the day with lots of sunshine. Winds already a little brisk. It's a milder morning out there, and for some of us warmer, some of us not as warm. It just depends on where y'all were, because yesterday we had 60s for highs out west. Well, anyway, we are going to be looking at a cold front diving southward today, so already northern and northeastern areas are going to be cooling off. And in fact, our temperature will drop later this afternoon once that front comes through. So the warmest weather will be to the south and southwest today. Winds are probably the big story of the day, though. In fact, look around midday here. Look at how fast the arrows are moving, especially the farther northeast you go. Some gusts over 35 miles per hour will be possible. But again, that front will continue pushing southward tonight. The winds will turn more northerly, and that's going to quickly drop some colder air into our area. We'll see some increasing clouds late in the night and into tomorrow morning. And it's going to be a colder morning out there tomorrow morning. We're starting off with 20s and 30s this morning. Tomorrow morning, most of us will be down into the teens. Now, high pressure, and this is going to be a very similar type day to what we saw back on Monday. We'll see some additional clouds around. I don't think we'll see too many flurries. Monday, we had flurries and light snow in spots in eastern Nebraska. I don't think we'll see too much of that, but there will be some additional clouds around. More sun the farther west you go, so better weather here compared to eastern areas. But already as that high pushes to the east, our winds will turn back out of the south late in the day on Thursday. Now, right behind that high, and I didn't draw it in here, but we do have a surface trough that's going to be right about here. You can see the wind shift from a southerly wind to a northwesterly wind, and there's low pressure right there just northwest of Valentine. Now, this surface trough is going to come through as we head into Thursday night, Friday morning. So by Friday morning, it's going to be situated about right here. I could just draw it in real quick here. Maybe, if the graphic will let me. Maybe it's not going to let me draw it in. So, and now my computer's freezing on me. There we go. Okay, I was a little worried the computer was going to freeze on me. Let's try this again here. I'll draw that in. So surface trough's going to be about right there on Friday morning. So this is 6 a.m. So what this means, basically, it's more of a wind shift than anything. That west and northwest wind, there's no cold air with it. It's actually going to help to warm things up as we head into Friday and the upcoming weekend, with no big time cold fronts coming through again until Sunday night and Monday of next week. So highs for today, with that cold front coming south, and again that front by later today, right about there, you can see the cooler air to the north of it. Highs in the 40s, upper 30s around Yankton, but getting up into the 50s farther south and east. Even you notice a little bit of a difference between Grand Island and the other two of the Tri-Cities, and then upper 50s here to the south and west. Yes, I know it's not as warm as the 60s that we saw yesterday in here, but still, we'll take 50s for this time of the year. Tonight, tomorrow morning, down into the teens, near 20 in southwest Nebraska, some single digits off towards the northeast. Tomorrow, coldest day of the rest of this week here. We'll see highs only in the 20s and 30s, colder the farther east and northeast that should go. And then there will be some 40s out west. So basically, all that warmth from today is getting shoved back to the west for a day. It will return, though, as we get into the day on Friday here. Let's take a look at forecast lows for tomorrow night into Friday morning. Not quite as cold, mid to upper teens, lower 20s. And then looking at Friday, we start to warm things back up. Highs back into the 40s and 50s, warmer the farther west that should go here. We're going to get that warmer air into the weekend. Highs in the mid to upper 50s and lower 60s on Saturday. It will be a little bit breezy, but otherwise no major complaints about Saturday. It looks like one more warmer day on Sunday before temperatures come back down. As we take a look at that extended forecast, again, going from the mild and windy conditions today to the much chillier tomorrow, warming back up Friday. The weekend looks fantastic. A little breezy, but otherwise no major complaints. A few extra clouds Sunday, more clouds behind a front, and that will bring more wind and cooler temperatures. But these highs right here are actually pretty close to average for the middle of December, as you're going to see here in just a bit. So average high today is about 43, but by the time we get into next week, this is actually going to be pretty close to average around that Monday, Tuesday time frame. And in fact, it doesn't look like that's going to be lasting too long. We'll actually warm back up later in the week by Thursday and into Friday of next week. North Platte, as has been pretty calm in the last several weeks and probably even months, just a little bit warmer than the Tri-Cities almost every single day. Otherwise, pretty comparable with the fluctuations. Cooling down tomorrow, warming back up Friday and the upcoming weekend. And then the drop back down into the 40s on Monday and Tuesday, which will come with some wind, especially on Monday. A few extra clouds as of now. I have not included any moisture in the forecast, and I'll show you why in just a bit. Looking at the long-range forecast, you can see just like the Tri-Cities, The big drop tomorrow, right back up Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we'll drop on Monday a little bit, but then warming back up. By later next week, we're back above average, getting back up into the 50s. And in fact, as you look at the extended outlook for the middle of December, right now it's looking like most of the country is going to be near to above average, and we're probably going to be above average here in the Tri-Cities area. And then precipitation-wise, equal chances of near or above average or below average as of right now. I would probably lean towards below average. We'll see. It's looking at that extended forecast when it comes to the forecast models here. Again, nothing really major set to come in for the rest of this week through the weekend. Models have been hinting at this big weather system here for early next week, but right now, most of the models have it going around us. Look at that. Barely anything Monday, Tuesday. Looks like a bigger system just off to our east and to our west. So we're kind of getting missed again here. We'll see what comes beyond that. Maybe a system, but even then that one kind of dissipates there. So nothing through next Friday, really. That's the European model. Let's show you the GFS real quick before I wrap things up. You can see no major weather systems between now and the weekend. And then as we get into early next week, watch out. Just all kind of goes around us. Rain to our east, snow to our northwest, and everything just kind of goes around us. Maybe a chance right there midweek. Let's back up right there midweek. But yeah, not much expected. It looks like just some additional clouds at this point here. So that's what we got in your forecast here. It looks like a pretty quiet forecast for at least the next week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. And most days, pretty nice. A couple of colder days like tomorrow, and then again as we get into early next week. So I want to thank you all for watching on this Wednesday morning. I will be back with you folks on Thursday with all the latest. Until then, take care and God bless. Bye.